Hi, collective. This is Miss B Bold, or Miss B, and this is the Music Messenger Tarot channel. And I am, of course, your music messenger. How are you guys feeling? Listen, collective, I'm happy and grateful to have you here once again at my channel. And today we are going to be doing a Celeb Vibe Tarot spread on the famous love and hip hop couple, Chrissy and Jim Jones. We're going to be asking spirits some questions in regards to their relationship and some additional details as well. And so with that being said, and without further ado, collective, come on, let's go ahead and get started. Listen, I hope you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. I thank you so very much for tuning in. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you have not yet become a subscriber, please consider pressing that subscribe button for me. And if you like the read, do not hesitate to leave a comment and or press the like button as well. All right. Anything that I say in addition to the tarot spread is alleged and is of celebrity gossip and is for entertainment purposes only, and for those of you who are curious about the subject at hand. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Holy light and holy angels, can we please get the energy of the love and hip hop star Chrissy? Can we please get the current energy of the love and hip hop star Chrissy? Okay. Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, closeness. All right. All right. All right. So perhaps Chrissy could be desiring more intimacy in her connection with Jim Jones, perhaps. Okay. Collective, this could also indicate that she feels a level of sincere intimacy within her connection. Okay. That she feels that her union with him is built off of mutual respect for one another. Okay. And that they have a very close connection. We also have here vacay at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Chrissy could be taking a vacation right now, or she could be thinking about it, or this may be what she desires. Okay. All right. All right. Legal is here at the top of the deck. There could be some legal issues though coming for Chrissy, or there could be some legal issues that she's currently dealing with. Okay. I'm not sure, but we have here legal. Okay. All right. Let's get more. Can we get more on the love and hip hop star Chrissy? Holy light and holy angels, can we get more on the energy of the love and hip hop star Chrissy? Okay. Stagnant. It says stuck, dead end, frozen. All right. So, this is an indication that Chrissy may at times, or at the current moment, collective, feel as though that her relationship with Jim Jones is stagnant in some sort of way, that is stuck. All right. That there's some sort of like stalemate. Okay. And she could be desiring some sort of like attention, affection as well. Okay. Because we have here longing at the bottom of the deck. It says missing you. Let's talk. Reunion. Okay. Chrissy could be longing for someone. Chrissy could be wanting to, bond and have conversation with her man. Okay. She's longing for something here is what spirit is confirming. Anything else? Oh, okay. Okay. Envy just flew out the deck. Resentful, competitive, discontent is what it says. Okay. So spirit is confirming that there's something that she's feeling a sense of emotional discontentment about. All right. She could be very envious and jealous of something that's going on in her life, or she could be jealous of someone, perhaps. The card also states resentful. She could be resentful of some things that has happened within their relationship, and she could feel like she's competing with other people in this relationship. Yeah, we have here toxic at the top of the deck, drama, arguments, incompatible. All right. Chrissy feels like she's in a relationship that is toxic, that is incompatible. She also at times feels as though their connection is turbulent and filled with arguments or disagreements. Okay. This is indeed a toxic connection. All right. All right. Legal again at the bottom of the deck. Okay. There could be some legal issues coming forth here. I'm not sure what these legal issues are about, but Let's continue. Can we get more on the energy of the love and hip hop star Chrissy? The love and hip hop star Chrissy. What is her energy? The love and hip hop star Chrissy. Okay. Running, escape, denial, excuses. Chrissy could feel or could be in denial about some things about her relationship with Jim Jones, perhaps, or she could be in denial about some other things going on in her life. Collective, she could be making excuses for certain behaviors, and she could be running away from something as well. All right, we have here lust at the bottom of the deck. It says greed, by any means necessary and inconsiderate. Okay, there could be some lustful behavior that one of them is displaying within the connection, and someone may be in denial about that. Okay, Chrissy could perhaps be in denial about that. Yeah, because we have here at the top of the deck daydreaming, head in the clouds, delusions, hopes and dreams. Okay, Chrissy could be a bit delusional when it comes down to her connection with Jim Jones. Okay, her head could be in the clouds. Collective. Okay, as it pertains to this connection. Anything else? Okay. It fell on my floor. We have here family, blood ties, inner circle. Okay. Perhaps Chrissy collective may want or desire a family. All right. That may be very well that may be something that's, very well on her mind. Okay. She could be thinking about having a family or wanting a family. Or there could be something going on within the family, her family, his family, or whatever the case may be. Okay. Okay, we have here narcissist, egotistical, opportunist, fragile. All right, there could be someone within her family or his family that's a narcissist. This may be how Chrissy feels. About the situation. Epiphany is here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, all right, I'm going to retrieve these cards. Let's go ahead and continue. Holy Light and Holy Angels, can we please have the current energy of the love and hip hop star and rapper Jim Jones? Can we please have the current energy of the love and hip hop star and rapper Jim Jones? Can we get the current energy of the love and hip hop star and rapper Jim Jones? Okay. Sipping, rumors, gossip, nosy. All right. Collective, there could be some rumors about Jim Jones. There could be some gossip going around about him. All right. There could be some people that's very nosy and up in his business. A lot of reporters and, social media platforms that are reporting things, about his business or about his life. Well, we have here two-faced at the bottom of the deck. It says double life, cheater, backstabber. Okay. Spirit is confirming, collective, that Jim Jones is quite two-faced. Okay. That he may be living a double life and he may very well be a cheater and a backstabber. Okay. Yeah, we also have here narcissist. Again, egotistical is what it says, opportunist and fragile. Okay. Jim Jones could be narcissistic. Okay, this is what Spirit is confirming. Okay, that he may have some narcissistic tendencies, and that may indeed, it's not even a maybe to it, that indeed does affect his relationship with Chrissy and with other relationships that he has going on in his life, of course. Okay, this narcissism is a huge factor and problem. Okay. Thrills at the top of the deck. It says continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. Spirit is also confirming, collective, that Jim Jones has some addictions. Okay. And that he's going through some continuous and repetitive karmic cycles in his life because of his bad decisions, because of his behavior. He also gets off on the thrill of things. Okay. Certain things give him a rush. Certain things, give him a rush. He could be addicted to attention. He could be addicted to anything. Okay. All right. Anything else about his energy? Anything else about the energy of the love and hip hop star and rapper Jim Jones? Ooh. Did you see how these cards just scattered? They just scattered everywhere. So, nothing happens for no reason, collective. Okay, perhaps Jim Jones' energy is very scattered and all over the place. Okay, we also look. We have here psychopath. All right, like what the heck? This is crazy. Okay, look, Spirit is also confirming that there's some psychological issues that he's battling with. Okay, there's some abusive behavior, some conniving behavior. There's some unpredictability within his behavior. All right, and his energy is like really scattered. All right, we have here masculine energy that fell on my floor. It says authority, discipline, father figure. Okay, there could be something that is that has been transferred uh, through DNA or through some sort of father figure in his life. Okay, some sort of behavior pattern or psychological issue or whatever the case may be. These issues may have been contributed to some sort of father figure. Okay, perhaps Jim Jones' father. Okay. Thrills again at the top of the deck. Okay. Continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. He has some addictions here. This is what Spirit is confirming, that Jim Jones has some addictions, collective, okay? And that he makes some bad decisions because he does things that provide him with the thrill or provide him with an adrenaline rush. But these things that he partakes in are not healthy for him or his relationships, okay? Oh, Lord. Okay. Yeah, I said it. We have here puzzle, confused, perplexed, conflicted. Okay, like I said, his energy is all over the place. My cards just scattered. And you see these arrows, some are going this way, collective. There are others that are going this way. This is an indication to me that his energy is scattered and that he's all over the place and that he's very confused about the direction of his life and what he's doing and where he's going. And yeah, it's crazy. Okay, can we get more? We also have here stagnant at the bottom of the deck. I just want to show you. Okay, stuck, dead end, frozen is what it says. There's a lot of stagnancy with him. All right. And I'm not speaking, about, just his relationship or his personal relationship with Chrissy. I'm saying that there's some stagnant energy with him, period, just in general. All right. Anything else? Possibilities. Follow your dreams, make up your mind, believe in yourself. Okay. He could be dealing with like self-esteem issues. There could be some things that are possible to happen, positive things, but it may take for him to change his ways or something of that nature, okay? Perhaps he's thinking about some things that he wants. Maybe he has some dreams, or maybe he desires something in his life and he can't make up his mind about it. It's also what that could indicate. All right. Yeah. Paranoid. At the top of the deck, it says cautious, insecure, and guarded. Okay. He's very paranoid. He deals with paranoia. He's very guarded. This is a very insecure man as well. This is what Spirit is confirming. Which gets in the way of his direction in life. Okay, all of these issues get in the way of him going in the right direction in his life. Okay, get in the way of him achieving certain goals. All right. One more on the energy of the love and hip hop star and rapper Jim Jones. Anything else on his energy? Okay. Clingy. Old exes, dead relationships, and old ways. Perhaps Jim Jones is very clingy when it comes down to his romantic connections. All right. He could also be clinging on to an ex, holding on to an ex, or holding on or holding on to some old ways, some old behavior patterns. Okay. that he refuses to change. Collective is also what this, could be indicating. At the bottom of the deck, waves is here. Emotions, worry, fear. There's some emotional instability going on with him. He's up, he's down, he's all over the place emotionally as well. All right. All right, look, toxic. I can't make it up. Toxic is here at the top of the deck. Drama, arguments, incompatible. He's Spirit is confirming once again, collective, that he is in a toxic connection. There is some incompatibility in this connection. There are arguments and drama and bumping of heads. So yeah, okay. I'm going to retrieve this card. All right. There could be drama in other connections in his life as well. Friendships, family relationships, and things of that nature. All right. Let's go ahead and go over to the questions now, collective. Okay. If you have a request for the Celeb Vibe Tarot spread, please leave it in the comment box. All right. Holy Light and Holy Angels. How does Chrissy and Jim Jones genuinely feel about each other? Holy Light and Holy Angels, how does Chrissy and Jim Jones genuinely feel about each other romantically? We have here the Hermit. I want to clarify the Hermit. Okay. What is the Hermit? What is the Hermit? Five of Swords. Nine of Cups. There could be with the Hermit being here, there could be a lot of withdrawing from one another at times. Okay. Because one of them or both of them could often feel like they need time alone. They need space to think. They need time to soul search, or just need time alone in general. Okay. So there could be a lot of withdrawal energy in this connection with the Hermit being here because of conflict, with the Five of Swords being here, because of poor communication. All right. Also because of someone in the connection being selfish, someone in the connection having a win at all costs type of attitude. All right. Nine of Cups. This sort of behavior may be very pleasurable for someone, okay? Whomever is displaying this behavior could find pleasure in this behavior with the Nine of Cups being here. Because the Nine of Cups a lot of times speaks of personal pleasure, okay? We also have here the Ace of Cups. This could indicate that there's a lot of overflow of emotions in this connection. Okay. There could be someone in this connection, could be Chrissy, who feels very emotional about things at times. There could have been a lot of tears shed in this connection because there's an overflow of water here, okay? And there's droplets. There's a lot of water down here. There's a lot of overflow of emotion. Someone in this connection could feel very emotionally overwhelmed by someone withdrawing at times and having a win at all costs sort of attitude. This may be how Chrissy feels about Jim Jones, okay? Knight of Swords and the Three of Wands. Someone in this connection could be a bit abrasive and forceful, or shifty, okay, kind of in and out. Because whoever's in the Knight of Swords energy when it comes to, relationships, romantic relationships, is someone who doesn't really stay put, someone who's a bit in and out, someone who gets bored very easily, okay? This could also be an indication that someone is determined to see this relationship through, to see to it that this relationship has a future. This could be Chrissy. The Death and the Queen of Cups. This relationship is very transformative, or has been very transformative for someone in this connection, emotionally. Yeah. There could also, well, the Death and the Queen of Cups could also indicate that there may be a need for someone in this connection to accept the ending, or yeah, there could be a need for an ending to happen here in this connection in order for someone to emotionally heal as well, is what this could be indicating. Okay. I'm getting that this connection is, I don't know. It's a bit weird. Let's move on. How does Jim Jones, well, Holy Light and Holy Angels, does Jim Jones take Chrissy for granted? Does Jim Jones take Chrissy for granted? I was also getting that someone in this connection could be very ambitious. Okay, this could be Jim Jones. He could be a bit ambitious and impulsive about opportunities. All right, and he may travel a lot. It's also what I'm picking up about him. Does Jim Jones take Chrissy for granted? Holy Light and Holy Angels? No. He doesn't take her for granted, but he does have some psychological issues. He has some mental issues, okay? His mental health is not good, is what the Nine of Swords is indicating. He deals with depression. He deals with anxiety. He deals with mental issues. What is the Nine of Swords? The Temperance, yeah. Yeah, Nine of Wands, okay. Jim Jones needs to balance himself out. Okay, he needs to learn patience as well. He definitely needs to balance himself out emotionally. All right, Nine of Wands is here. This is an indication of him trying to be strong and persevere through his issues. This is also an indication of him being taken through a lot, or maybe going through a lot of challenges and struggles within his life, feeling like a wounded warrior or playing victim. This could also indicate that he may need to have more patience, and that's something that he really struggles with. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We have here the Temperance. Again, this is all about having balance within your own emotions and having patience and being sensible when it comes down to your decisions. We have here no, with the Nine of Swords being here, like I said, perhaps no, he doesn't take her for granted because perhaps he doesn't take her for granted, but he does have some mental health issues and he does worry a lot. He does deal with anxiety. All right. Maybe he even worries a lot about the connection. But then we have here the Temperance, which states, yes, perhaps he does in a way take her for granted because he is not very balanced within his own emotions. And that could lead to things that could lead to certain behaviors, the World and the Sun. you know, there could be a completion to a cycle that's getting ready to happen with them. And this could be coming to light very soon. Because of some sort of like breakup. Someone's going to be heartbroken here. Or this could indicate that Chrissy is often heartbroken in this connection, even though at times she may feel happy with him and complete and whole with him on some level. But he breaks her heart often. Mm-hmm. I'm going to retrieve this card. All right, let's continue. Does Chrissy have doubts about her relationship to Jim Jones, Holy Light and Holy Angels? Does Chrissy have doubts about her relationship to Jim Jones? Does Chrissy have doubts? Yes. She has doubts about the connection with Jim Jones, indeed. She thinks about what she has put forth to build this connection with him. She thinks about the efforts that she's put forth. And she takes appraisal of everything that she's invested in this connection with him, with the Seven of Pentacles being here as well. Okay. Let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. What is the Page of Pentacles? Four of Pentacles. Okay. The Star. Okay. She feels like there's some sort of selfishness here or some possessiveness here that resides in this connection. Okay. She feels like there's some possessiveness. Now she could be the one that's possessive over him, or he could be very possessive over her. There's also an issue with money that I'm seeing here. Okay. Someone could be very concerned about their own personal financial opportunities to make money. Okay, because the Four of Pentacles also indicates someone holding on very tightly to their own possessions. Okay, so perhaps she feels as though Jim Jones is someone who is very money focused, a little too much so, and that he's always, thinking about investments and long term financial goals and, you know, wanting to see the fruits of his labor, wanting to see his money increase and things of that nature. Okay. The star is here. Chrissy is hoping that something could be healed here. But at the same time, she feels indecisive about him or feels as though he's indecisive. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, she definitely has doubts, but she takes appraisal of everything that she's invested in this connection. And I think she wants to see it through for the long term. She tries to be strong throughout the challenge, throughout the challenges that they face in this connection with each other. She really tries to rely on her inner strength. She's a very strong person, as well as what the strength is indicating. Chrissy is very resilient, but she worries a lot, and he causes her a lot of mental anguish. He does affect her mentally. She definitely has suffered some mental trauma in this relationship. Okay, let's keep it moving. Does Jim Jones' mother genuinely like Chrissy? Holy Light and Holy Angels, does Jim Jones' mother genuinely like Chrissy? Does she genuinely like Chrissy? Maybe. I don't watch reality TV anymore, Collective, but there was a time when I did some years ago. And, I always got a vibe that his mother really didn't care for her, or there was some sort of discord there with their relationship. Anywho, we have here the Hangman, and Spirit is indicating maybe. Maybe she's had to take a pause and really think about it. Maybe she's had to release. What's the Hangman? The Queen of Wands. And the Four of Swords. I feel like she's had to very often take out time to take a pause and really think about things as it pertains to Chrissy and come to some type of like enlightenment about her. And oftentimes, Mama Jones has had to think of things from a different perspective when it comes down to Chrissy. She possibly has even had to, let go of some things, let go of her control over things, or wanting to control certain things, as it pertains to Chrissy and Jim Jones' relationship. Queen of Wands is someone who's very, the Queen of Wands energy is very intense. Okay. The Queen of Wands energy is someone who's very, kind of out there and bold. Okay. The Queen of Wands energy is a very bold and intense energy. So this may be the energy of Mama Jones. Okay. She has a very, bold energy to her. Okay. Collective. Okay. And with the Four of Swords being here, this is an indication that she feels as though she's had to retreat a lot of times to gain a different perspective about their relationship with each other. Perhaps maybe even take a time out to kind of get her head together. Because of how she is. Or this could be Chrissy's behavior or Chrissy's energy. Someone who's very confident and bold and assertive could be a bit overwhelming. And so perhaps someone may have had to, withdraw at times from someone's like intense energy. This could be Mama Jones retreating from Chrissy or Chrissy retreating from her. Okay. We also have here the Ten of Pentacles. This is all about family. This is all about generational wealth. This is all about stability and financial security. So like I said, perhaps Mama Jones has had to do a lot of things. She's had to, withdraw and maintain control to keep the family together. To maintain the security of the family financially as well. She likes the fact that Chrissy is family orientated, though. She does like that. All right, let's go ahead and continue. Why is it that this couple, Chrissy and Jim Jones, Holy Light and Holy Angels, have never married or had any children together? Why is it that this couple has never married or had any children together? Holy Light and Holy Angels, why is it that Jim Jones and Chrissy have never gotten married or had any children together? The Strength. It could be due to, someone in the connection, whether Jim Jones or Chrissy. I think Jim Jones, though, collective, someone holding back. All right. Someone resisting, with the Strength card being here. All right. Because of worries and fears and anxieties, mental health issues. All right. Feeling overwhelmed by the idea of that as well, mentally. That's why. They've never gotten married or had any kids. Yeah. Two of Swords. Indecision. Having not having the ability to make, that sort of hard decision or hard choice. They're kind of being a stalemate there as it pertains to, getting married and having children. Okay. I feel like that's Jim Jones. Jim Jones has always, to me, acted like he was very indecisive about doing all of that with Chrissy and having all of that with her. Anything? Okay, so can I please know, will they continue to stay together, Holy Light and Holy Angels? For the foreseeable future, will they continue to stay together, Chrissy and Jim Jones? Yes, they will. They will because of financial reasons, basically, is what Spirit is indicating. But then we have here the Moon, which indicates that there is going to continue to be secrets and illusions and trust issues in this connection. There's going to continue to be hidden intentions or fear that resides in this connection, though. Unspoken desires or unspoken feelings as well. The Ace of Pentacles can indicate that this connection is going to continue to remain solid as well. But like I said, also continuing, or also it being a continuation of secrets. And one or both partners having anxiety, having fear. There also being trust issues and illusions and unspoken desires or unspoken feelings, murky feelings. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave that there. This is the end of this read. We're going to go over to the song cards now. I want to share with you Can We Talk by Tevin Campbell, okay? There needs to be more open and honest and reciprocal communication in this connection between Chrissy and Jim Jones. Residuals by Chris Brown is here. There could be some residual disappointment or residual negative feelings that reside in this connection, okay? That need to be healed or talked about or dealt with, or whatever the case may be. Anything else for this spread? Okay. Dangerously in Love by Beyonce. Okay. Someone in this connection, and regardless to what, is dangerously in love with the other. All right. Spotlight is here by Jennifer Hudson. Jim Jones could be very possessive, like I said. Okay. Chrissy could feel like she's under a spotlight all the time. She could feel like she's constantly being watched, constantly being controlled and monitored, all right, by him, all right? Revenge is here by Mooney Long, okay? There could be, one of them could be very spiteful and vengeful, is what this could be indicating. Or someone could desire revenge, because we have here 7 Whole Days by Toni Braxton. This song is about Toni Braxton not seeing her lover or not hearing from him for 7 whole days. Okay, so there could be a lot of like times where Chrissy does not hear from him, doesn't know where he is. All right, and she could desire on some level revenge for how she's being treated in this relationship with him. Ego is here by Beyonce. All right, Jim Jones may have a lot of ego issues dealing with his ego. He may be full of ego and pride. All right. Time has come today by the Chamber Brothers. All right. His time may be. This could indicate that it's time for something to change within this connection. Okay. I Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack. Chrissy could be on her way out of this connection, or she could be thinking about it. But then we have here Bonnie and Clyde by Jay-Z and Beyonce. There's still a very intense bond here, though. So I don't know. I believe that Chrissy is a bit confused because she's been with him for so long, and there's such a close and united bond with them, even though she's been through a lot of turmoil with him. Crush on You by Lil' Kim. And then we have here Don't You Wish by the Pussycat Dolls. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? There's a lot of women that try to entice Jim Jones to cheat on Chrissy, and a lot of women that have crushes on him. This is what Chrissy deals with. She deals with infidelity while with Jim Jones. Okay, this is what I'm picking up. And this is all that I have. I hope that you liked this spread and you enjoyed it, collective. Okay, and until we meet again, love, light, and God bless.